Alright guys, here at Chris Braga again. We want to show you, we are here Sample Road, 9600 Sample Road. And we are doing this commercial job over here. Basically the project, we already ripped up the floor. We are installing the porcelain that is 24 by 48. This is the company, Imola. It's Italian porcelain, 24 by 48. And I'm gonna show you guys, we are doing all the 5 floors. Here's the main entrance. And this is a commercial office for multi-purpose offices. So it's open every day. You guys can come and take a look at our job. And we want to talk with the contractors. If you want to come and take a look at our jobs, we have more than 17 years experience doing the same job. Like we said, licensed insurance. If you guys want to come, this is an open area. You can come and take a look. Let me show you a little bit of the job we are performing over here. We already ripped all the floors and we're still cleaning the floor and preparing to the installation, but we already start on the first, second, third, the fifth, and the fifth floor. Let me show a little bit of the area. It's around 1,700 square foot. Let me show you the porcelain. This is a light gray rectifier, 24 by 48. It's almost my size. And I want to show you guys the other side of the job. All right guys, I want to show you one more time. This is the exit, and I'm going to show the main entrance is over there. I want to show you the premises over here. And the total is around 1,700 square foot, and we already ripped all the floors, so everything is already cleaned up. We still have to work on the concrete yet, and we might be ready to start the job tomorrow. But we took all the baseboard out, and then we're gonna reinstall. And the doors, we have to take the doors out, and probably we might have to cut it up. So all the doors gonna be cut it and reinstall it. And basically this is the main entrance. And you guys can come over here and take a look and go upstairs, and you guys gonna be able to see our job. And this is the main entrance over here for the building. Sample Road, 9600.
West Sample Road?
West Sample Road.
In Coral
Springs. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And so, Braga, so as you mentioned, you already, so the cement here is going to be removed, and then our crew is going to install all the porcelain tile, the silver, 24 by 48 with a 116 spacer, correct?
Exactly, correct.
Mm-hmm. As you can see, you're working as people are coming in and out. Have a lot of experience with that, right, Braga?
Yes, and
put the tape.
The elevator. And we have to be very careful with that. That's why we closed that up.
I see that.
Our customers is using this elevator over here, and this we will maintain this closed. And then what we're gonna do? We're gonna work on one section and leave that elevator useful for the customer to come on that way and use this elevator until we finish this area. And then we move to the other area when everything is completed here, done with the grout and everything, so the customers can use the main area. And we work on this side of the job. We try to don't disturb too much, because if you don't start the right way, we're gonna be on the way, and this is offices. We have a lot of medical places over here, like you say, pediatrics, oncology. We have the law offices, and we have to be very careful when we work on these situations, on this kind of job. That's why we have a lot of experience working with this.
As people are coming in and out, and in order to speed up the process, you have to work overnight to complete the job.
Yes.
And work overnight. And again, this is Braga. He's licensed insured, and he would like to invite you to call for a free estimate.
Yes, give us a call, okay? All right, guys, we are here on the 50th floor. Like I said, downstairs that we're gonna start over there. I wanna show you this area. Like I said, this is offices and people are still working, and we have to work with them. You know, what we did here, we locked this elevator, you know, because this is wet. So we did this area so they're gonna be able to run over here, walk over here, and use this one over here. And that elevator will be blocked for now. So that's how we work. And because we have a lot of experience working in commercials, airports, we do a lot of buildings, medical places. And then this is a kind of medical places. There's a lot of offices, different offices, and we have to work overnight over here because people work a day, and on a daytime we have to handle to don't disturb the work and the facilities. That's why the experience is necessary to work on this place. Very careful. Everything we put sign on it, and we are very clean when we're working. And this is the porcelain we are talking about, 24 by 48. This is already installed here. The space, very small space, 116 is what everybody wants now. Something easier to clean. It's rectifiable, so it's for a high traffic transition. Is a pretty good porcelain, so we don't have a problem with that. And that's what we did. All right, thank you very much, and we're gonna still show you guys the other place. Thank you. All right, we're here on the 4th floor, and like the other one that we show you guys, is 24 by 48 rectifier. And what we did over here, the same cut we have on this side we have on the other side. So we divide the space right in the center, and on the center we put a full piece. So that allows me to have a bigger cut in there, because if you start with a full piece on the line, I'm gonna have a small cut. So that's where we rearrange and put a full piece right on the center, and then we have the same size, a big size. And we start with full tile over here to the elevator, so that I'm able to have a cut over there like 8 inches, that I can make a little ramp, because the elevator, that's the experience. The contractors need to hire professional people like us with more than 17 years on commercial place, because we know how to do the layout to work well on the elevators. Like the same thing we did on the 5th floor, we locked that up, and now we have that area for the customer that's still working on the offices. They are able to put on that side. All right, and you guys can call us. And I ask for the general contractors, if you want to give us a chance to show us our job, to do our job, we appreciate it. You guys can come here, because there's a lot of offices in here. It's open every day, and come and take a look at our job. And that's what we are here for. All right, thank you. All right, guys, we show you guys the 50th floor, and now we're on the 3rd floor. We're going to still clean it up. The same thing, the same tile, and all the front elevators. 24 by 48 is space 116. We did the same thing, one piece on the center, and we have a big cut there. We set it up the wall, and then we start with the full piece in here, and we start with a full piece on this wall too. I tell you why, because we want to have a small cut in there to do the transition between the elevator and this area, because if you don't start with the full piece in there, I'm not able to do the little ramp that is supposed to be on the elevators. That's why We do the layout. That is the experience we have. More than 17 years experience, like we said, doing hospital, doing airports, doing a lot of commercial places, medical places, hospital, and that's why we have this experience to do this kind of job. So once again, I'll tell all the general contractors, if you guys wanna see our job, you just come here.
So the exact address, if they want to come and see, could you give the precise address? It's 9600 West Sample Road in Coral Springs. Come to this address, you can come in, can come to the first floor. We did 5 floors, correct?
Yeah, 5
So
floors.
we did 5 floors, and then they can evaluate the work and then call you for a free estimate.
Yeah.
So come here, come to this address, evaluate our commercial quality job. And again, Braga was saying, more than 17 years of experience, dozens of commercial jobs completed. And if you're a general contractor, if your contractor would like to hire us to do a commercial job, a lot of experience. So could you say a little bit more what is required to do like a commercial job like this? You're saying you have to use the use of tapes, and there are other things like you have to work overnight. Could you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we have to work overnight because the office is still open. People are still working on the offices over here. So that's why during at the day we have to be very careful, and we have to put signs on every place we work in, and that's what we are very worried about and careful with accidents and stuff like that cannot happen. So that's why we are very strictly on signing everything, and we are here all the time taking a look at the job and helping people to find a way to get out, to go in. That's why even the general manager, he just left and leave us here because they trust in us and they know how we work. We have a lot of experience and work on this. We are here all the time supervising every detail. So that's why we lock this elevator and we leave that elevator open, and we have people on all the elevators looking for the people that has to walk, and we are keeping clean. Like we're doing over here, we're keeping clean at the end of the day, everything 100% clean, and we make sure nothing will be on the floor for not accident at all. So we are very responsible on this area.
So just give us a call, right?
Yeah, can talk with me or my partner, and we're glad to call you. If you want to come here with us, we can come here with you, do a tour with you and show our jobs for you too. All right, this is second floor. We show you all the floors upstairs. The thing over here, the difficult, because people are still working, we have to be very fast and work fast. We starting this morning 5 floor, and all the floor is the same. It's all done, and we use a dry fast cement, so it's already dry. That's still dry, but the good thing is the experience we have, we work very fast and clean. So we start at 8 o'clock, now it's 5, and all the floor is pretty done. We lock this up, and like you see here, we can walk, everything's dry, the customer can come, they can come, walk, and we are good for tomorrow too. We're gonna lock this up and open that elevator so people can go on that side, and we are gonna be okay working over here, and tomorrow everything gonna be done with grout and everything. So 2 days, 5 floors, everything completely done. We have to work fast because it's like I said, the office is working, all that we have clinics and healthcare and wellness places. So it has to be clean because the hospitals and clinics, we have to work very careful on this place, no dust. That's why the experience work on this kind of job is necessary. So one more time, all the general contractors want to see our jobs, come here and can take a look, and we are very glad with our guys. They are very fast, reliable, and we are here all the time supervising the job. I'm personally installing and working on every job, every site I'm here. All right. You guys can call us, and we free estimate. We can go glad and get the measurement, give you the ideas. You can show us your plan, and we are ready to do it. All right. Thank you.
We're gonna show you guys a little bit. We're gonna try to show you step by step. We pretty much done with the installation. So we already chose the grout color with the owner. The owner is actually here in the building.
Can you show?
He chose the grout like we do all the time. Pretty much all the grout. The customer chose the grout that he want. He chose something that blends pretty good with the tile. He chose 107 iron, so we pretty much ready to start the grout. So we're just gonna show you guys a little bit before we start the grout. We did all the installation, we did all the transition because the new tile is a little bit higher than the pavers outside. So we did a nice transition here to make sure nobody's gonna strip on the tile, to make sure everything on the same level. And we pretty much had to cut all the doors, so we cut all the doors to make sure it opens and closes properly. Again, this tile is 24 by 48. We did with a very small grout line with the 116. So we keep going. We're gonna keep showing you guys a little bit more. We have to remove this machine. It's very heavy machine, but we have the special tools to remove, and then we're gonna put it back after we finish with the grout. And again, these doors, we all had to cut the doors because the floor is unlevel. The old floor, the old concrete, the slab is so unlevel, so we make sure we put all the tiles like nice and flat level. So like you guys can see, you don't see no hollow tile, you don't see no up and down tile, so everything is nice and flat.
Let's talk about the transition itself.
Yep.
The importance of the transition here.
It's very important when you have a transition like this. You can't have the steps, so people when walk in from the elevator it's very dangerous. So we'll make sure we made a line in here on the center of the door, so we'll be able to do the transition between the tile and the elevator, so it'll be nice and flat, so nobody can strap on, so you're not gonna have a problem with it.
Yeah, we can see here a very smooth area between there and the elevator, so we don't have any issues.
So we did the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth, and fifth floor. So everything's done. It's just waiting for the customer to came this morning to choose the grout. So we're ready to go. He already chose, so we're gonna start on the grout. Like I was saying before, the slab was very unlevel, so we had a difference between the front door to the back door, almost 4 inches unlevel. So we made sure we put enough mud to level out the front door to the back door, so everything is nice and flat, nice and level. So if you guys have any question, or if you guys need some reference, if you guys want to drive a little bit and see the job, we'd be more than happy to come here with you guys. Again, this is a commercial building. His name is Dr. David. He gave me a free hand to come and show everybody the job, so we can come here anytime. Again, we in Coral Street, March 10. We appreciate if you give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to give you guys a free estimate. So just give us a call. Me or him is gonna be answering the phone. He's gonna provide you guys a free estimate. So just give us a call.
And we want to encourage the contractors, the general contractors, to give us a chance to to show our jobs. You guys can come here, take a look. This is a public place. You can come anytime. So it's
and the address again is
it's 9600 West Simple Road,
in Coral Springs.
Yeah. One very important thing, this is a commercial build, so the owner told me that he cannot close the doors. We have to pretty much work with the tenant because there's a lot of office, a lot of doctor office. So we pretty much work with them so it don't be like, so they feel comfortable as possible that people can come in and go up and down with no problem. So we did the demolition at night to make sure we're not gonna disturb nobody, so everybody can work in the next day. All the installation we did like during the day, normal business hour, but we pretty much the half of the place. So half of the place will be open so people can come in. So after the half was dry, we pretty much did the second half. So the door is always open to the clients to come and go, you know, with no problem.
And we have more than 17 years experience, you know, on building and residential.
Thank you. Have a good day. Hi guys, we here in 9600 West Simple Road. We did all the floor, we almost done. I'm here with the owner, Mr. David. He came this morning to choose the grout color because we're still gonna do the grout. He's almost done, he's 90% done. And soon he's here, he's a very busy guy, so he's gonna say a little bit about how we work. So Mr. Dave.
Perfect. Thank you guys. I met Jaziel on LinkedIn. He sent me a message. It was a random message. I called him. He answered right away. He brought a whole crew in here. They finished within 3 to 4 days when I thought it was going to be 2 weeks. They did a phenomenal job. It's been absolutely clean, attention to detail. He even FaceTimed me yesterday to show me when he finished the job. It's been nothing but a great experience, and he's now my new best friend. So I recommend him to anybody to at least get a quote from him. Let him come in, let him give you an assessment. I think his crew is very professional and they do a great job.
So if you need a free estimate, just give me a call. Thank you. That's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.